morning everybody, family and friends. I'd like to officially welcome you to the beautiful surrounds of Roma Street Parklands here in Brisbane. Firstly, let us acknowledge that this ceremony is being held on the traditional lands of the Wiradjuri people. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Just some brief housekeeping before we start. The bride and groom have actually asked that if you take photos, you're very welcome, but please don't post them onto social media until tomorrow. And if everybody could please turn off your mobile phones. Thank you. My name is Carolyn Higgs and I'm a civil celebrant. I'm thrilled to be here today to witness the marriage of Robert and Joanne. On this special day, there are some people who have touched their lives who are no longer with us. Robert and Joanne will now light a candle together in the memory of those who they hold close to their hearts. We remember with love Nana Stella, Poppy Joe and cousin Max, who would have been so happy and proud to be here to celebrate with them today. Rob and Joe have been committed to each other for 5 years, and today is the formal recognition of the love and the commitment that they have for each other. It is a new part of their journey together. I now call on Rob's best man Tom to read a short chapter chosen by Robert and Joanne.
Good story. Alright, well, got a small passage here to help you two in your journey. A marriage advice from 1886 by Jane Wells. Let your love be stronger than your hate or anger. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it is better to bend a little than to break. Believe the best rather than the worst. People have a way of living up or down to your opinion of them. Remember that true friendship is the basis for any lasting relationship. The person you marry is deserving of the courtesies and kindness you bestow upon your friends. Please hand this down to your children and your children's children, for the more things change, the more they are the same.
Thank you, Tom. So, everybody wants to know how Robert and Joanne got together. So when we were catching up, this is the story that I gleaned from both of them. So this is Robert and Joanne's story. Robert and Joanne met during a production of Cats, when Rob was a poor medical student and Joanne was working with Qantas. They both share a passion for theatre, with Rob the actor and Joanne keeping the backstage organised and running like a Sydney runway. Rob was playing one of the lead acting parts as Bustopher Jones, the lovable, if not annoying, cat. Joanne reminded me that it is true, cats do keep coming back for whiskers, as she began to notice Bustopher Jones was indeed becoming a very needy cat. Firstly, Bustopher needed a band-aid, and then he needed his costume stitched up. Then he needed to make sure that his catsuit got dry cleaned. Suddenly, the scatterbrained cat became very diligent at checking his stage props. Before each show, he reminded Joanne that everything was under control. Jo told me at this stage she didn't give it much thought. She just thought he was another destitute uni student and didn't give him much thought. She said he really was a funny guy and always a great actor. She did notice he was always reading and soon discovered as well as studying his lines, he was indeed studying medicine. Meanwhile on stage, Rob was busting out his best moves, none of which were particularly noticed by Joanne. On the closing night of the show, Joanne unfortunately slipped, or perhaps fortunately slipped, and twisted her ankle on the last curtain call. With a quiet grimace, she quietly said to the director, "I think I've twisted my ankle. I think I may need some help." Rob quickly exits stage left and quickly surmises she may have a break and whisked her off to casualty in his 2001 Hyundai Elantra, fondly known as the Beast. where indeed a fracture was discovered, and so was the beginning of the romance. Rob waited in casualty with Jo for 5 hours and stayed with her by her side to make her laugh, bringing coffee, playing I Spy, and spending his last $2 on a Kit Kat from the vending machine. Rob and Jo are best friends. They are life partners, confidants and protectors. They value the best things in life: family, friends, spending time with those you love, being kind and enjoying life. Nothing makes them happier than spending time with all of you. Today is very important to them as it takes their relationship to another level while in the company of family and friends who are the people who love and support them. Each and every one of you are here today because you mean something to them. You play a vital role in their life. Joanne is standing with her lifelong friend from preschool, Margot, who walked her in today. Margot, do you give your blessing?
Yes, I'm very happy to give Joanne my blessing for this marriage.
Robert and Joanne, I would like to remind you both of the commitment in which you are about to enter. As a celebrant, I am authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Robert Patrick Downs, will you take Joanne to be your lawful wedded spouse? Will you love her, honour her, respect her, be honest with her and stand by her in good times and in bad so you can genuinely spend your life together?
I will.
Joanne Therese Johnson, will you take Robert to be your lawful wedded spouse? Will you love him, honour him and respect him? Be honest with him and stand by him in good times and in bad so you can genuinely spend your life together?
I will.
Robert and Joanne acknowledge their willingness and commitment to each other to make this marriage strong and lasting. They accept each other for who they are and will continue to encourage each other to grow and flourish and to support each other in achieving their shared ideals, their dreams and their ambitions. Together they will listen and communicate with each other openly, kindly and honestly. They accept while they will share many successes that brings happiness, they will support each other through life's challenges. Robert.
I call upon everyone here to witness that I, Robert Patrick Downs, take you, Joanne, to be my lawfully wedded spouse. Joanne, I promise to be your loving friend and partner in marriage. I will share everything that I have with you. I will respect and support you in any way I can. I will encourage your uniqueness and cherish you for who you are. I will listen to you, comfort you, and be your rock through all that life brings us. I promise to share our dreams and hopes for each other as we go forward into our new life together.
Joanne.
I call upon everyone here to witness that I, Joanne Therese Johnston, will take you, Robert, to be my lawfully wedded spouse. Robert, I promise to be your loving friend and partner in marriage. I will share everything I have with you. I will respect and support you in any way I can. I will encourage your uniqueness and cherish you for who you are. I will listen to you, comfort you, and be your rock through all that life brings us. I promise to share our dreams and hopes for each other as we go forward into our new life together.
Margot, Joanne's bridesmaid, will now read a poem dedicated to the couple.
Will you love me when I am 18? Forever by Miss Millett. Will you love me when I am 18? Will you feel the same as today? Will I still make you have butterflies and feel proud in every way? Will you still touch me daily and try to make me laugh? Will you still give me a cuddle and sneak a peek in the bath? Will you wake up each morning and send me a grin? Will you still tell me that I am beautiful and mean from the outside and in? Will you always want to hold me and want me to feel blissful and safe? Will you still know what I am thinking just by looking at my face. And if you still want to go ahead with this, then here is our lives together. You said yes to all the questions, and now you're stuck with me forever.
Thank you very much, Margot. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Robert and Joanne to exchange rings. Rings are a symbol of marriage and are circular for a reason. They represent infinity, no beginning and no end. It is believed this symbolism started in ancient Egypt. We use the second finger on the left hand as that finger's blood supply can be traced directly to the heart. Best man Tom, may we have the rings please? Robert, place the ring on Joanne's finger and repeat after me. Joanne, with this ring I will marry you today.
Joanne, with this ring I will marry you today.
Wear this as a sign of my infinite love for you.
Wear this as a sign of my infinite love for you.
When you look at this ring,
When you look at this ring,
let it remind you
let it remind you
that I am always with you,
that I am always with you,
heart and soul.
heart and soul.
Joanne, please place the ring on Robert's finger and repeat after me. Robert, with this ring I will marry you today.
Robert, with this ring I will marry you today.
Wear this as a sign of my infinite love for you.
Wear this as a sign of my infinite love for you.
When you look at this ring,
When you look at this ring,
let it remind you
let it remind you
that I am always with you,
that I am always with you,
heart and soul.
heart and soul.
Robert and Joanne, you have promised before us today to love and share your lives together, both in good times and in bad. It gives me the greatest pleasure to declare that you are now husband and wife. Robert, you may kiss your bride. Friends and family, Rob and Joe will now sign the certificates in marriage. I call upon Tom and Margot to bear witness. Kevin, our official photographer, will take some photos, and when it is done, you're very welcome to. Ladies and gentlemen, the certificates have now been signed and witnessed. My work here is done. Please congratulate our newlyweds and give a rousing applause to Mr. Robert and Mrs. Joanne Downs.